It's Monday, February 3rd, 2020. I am Michael, your host at the Patriot Hour. If you are new, thank you for being here, giving us a little bit of your time. We know you're busy. I've just came out with 2 back-to-back Joe Biden videos, 1985, getting all kinds of mixed things now that I'm digging into it. The big thing is I just wanted to get the video out, but now looking at it, and I'm getting a lot of different, what am I supposed to be seeing here? Well, it's clear that you see Biden up on stage. I got the video right here. We'll pull it up. Before we jump in, again, folks, if you're new, make sure you're subscribed. Tonight, I'm on the Patriot panel, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's kind of a late thing for myself even. I'm already tired. I'm not feeling well. Everyone around me is sick. People I went to Richmond with, they're sick. People in my family, people I know. So I'm doing well. I have been sneezing. I'm a little bit tired. But I'm going to make it for tonight's show regardless, and then we'll see how I go from there for tomorrow, what's going to happen. But anyway, check this video out. I'm going to talk a little through it and break it down. I got the full video a little bit more before to give some context, because the one that's floating around, even the one I did, I edited it down and just get that chunk, but we're going to look at it here. So again, here at the Patriot Hour, never take what I say or anybody to be 100% truth or just word, to be spoon-fed your news like we have been our whole lives. You need to dig, do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and never accept anything else. The day of being spoon-fed is over, folks. We cannot move forward doing that. All right, let's...
People coming out in a minute, but there's one more band member that I want you to meet. Ladies and gentlemen, our vocalist tonight, Michael Jackson. Michael, would you please stand? Thank you. Thank you very much. Soon to become Prince, as I was just pointed out to me.
Okay, so at first there were floats that this was a blackface situation, all right? That the guy was hired by Joe or by whoever. This is a Democratic dinner, all right? Democratic congressional dinner. That the guy was blackface, and Joe Biden calls him Michael Jackson. Well, I got another clip somewhere. It goes a little bit more. He introduces a few other people before him, gives them their proper name. Some other white, like the white guy playing the piano, gives him his proper name, introduces him, and then he gets to this guy. You want to sit down for this one? Now, digging in a little bit, I'm seeing some people that raced and put out stories as this guy was a blackface, like literally white and painted up. Well, now I'm finding a name of the guy, and I think he is... he's a black entertainer in the time frame of 85, and they hired him, and Michael Jackson and Prince were, you know, the two hottest black singers out in 1985. So I don't know if they hired him as to come in and do Michael Jackson and some Prince stuff, and then Joe's context there, he's like, Michael Jackson. Doesn't introduce him as his real name. And then says soon to be Prince, from what I'm hearing. So I didn't know if he was running off stage to go get Prince gear on, and that's what they hired him for. I mean, nowadays, you would think, you know, Michael Jackson or whoever shows up, you know, for Obama, Jay-Z and them. I guess back then in 85, they hired people that did the act. I don't know, but it's still kind of inappropriate. Definitely inappropriate if you take it out of context like we could be doing. So I just wanted to clear that up for you folks. Make your own decision. Check it out. Let me see if I know I downloaded the full version of that. I don't know how I'm getting this little clip. So let me see if I'm looking at the right thing here. Well, that would be the clip. So let me go back to the folder. I see what I did. I just grabbed the total wrong clip here, folks. So Clinton, nope. What am I thinking? Biden. It's Joe Biden. I named it Joe Biden. There it is. And here's a full clip that I have. It's like a minute.
Those keys.
Not too long.
Charles J. Schmedlap from Shuswicki. Stand up.
Okay, well, Charles J. Schmidt from Shuswicki.
Now, the next man I'd like you to meet. Y'all got to sit down for this, because y'all going to stand up. We're going to have some important people coming out in a minute. But there's one more band member that I want you to meet. Ladies and gentlemen, our vocalist tonight, Michael Jackson. Michael, would you please stand?
It's really not Michael Jackson. That's one thing.
Thank you very much. soon to become Prince, as I was just pointed out to me. Ladies and gentlemen, my job is about over, which will please you almost as much as it pleases me.
Ain't that the truth? All right, so there you go. Let's do some digging. I don't think the guy's a blackface. I'm putting it out there. I think he was hired in to do their event. Taken out of context, that could look bad, but giving, and I don't like to give Joe Biden the benefit of anything, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he was calling him Michael Jackson because that's what they hired him to do. And maybe some Prince. I mean, heck, it was the two hottest things out in 85, singer-wise, pop singers, Prince, Michael Jackson. But you could take that to be that the guy was dressed up in a blackface. Biden calls off everyone else on the stage, the white people, their correct names, gives them that due respect, but then thrashes this guy. But I think the guy was there hired in as an entertainer. Now that I'm looking a little bit different. There are some already straight up web pages, I won't even show them to you, that are running with the narrative that this guy was blackface. And I got some pretty good quality here. And the one it would look like, almost looks blackface. So if I show you this one, this is the way I downloaded this one too off of Twitter. So it's kind of darker. If I show you this one, it looks so clear, right?
The members of the United States.
Come back to this one.
I want you to meet, ladies and gentlemen, our
And the guys,
tonight,
it
Michael
looks,
Jackson. Michael, would you please
look at
stand?
that. I mean, that almost looks blackface painted on. Very well could be. Come back to this one.
Who serves because y'all gonna stand. But our vocalist tonight, Michael Jackson. Michael, would you please stand? Thank you.
All right.
Soon to become Prince, as I.
All right. So now I can look at issues here. I need to shut down this machine for a while. Joe Biden introduced black singers Michael Jackson at a Democratic dinner. During a 1980s fundraiser dinner, Joe Biden singled out a black vocalist and introduced him to a crowd of Democrats and lobbyists as Michael Jackson, and then soon to be Prince, two of the most famous black singers at the time. The quip came during the $1,000 plate 1985 Democratic congressional dinner held at the Washington Hilton in Washington, D.C. nearly 35 years ago. The event, attended overwhelmingly by white diners, was held to raise money for the Democratic campaigns in the Senate and in the House. Biden, now running for the 2020 Democratic presidential nomination, was in a black tie and standing on stage besides the Gene Donati Orchestra, which was performing at the gala. The U.S. Senator for Delaware, he introduced a white pianist and then turned to the singer. And you got to see that. You saw him introduce the white pianist. Now, the next person I'd like you to meet, Biden said, now y'all have to sit down for this. We're going to have some important people coming out here in a minute. But there is one more band member I want you to meet. Ladies and gentlemen, our vocalist tonight, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, would you please stand? Biden said, pointing his hand towards the singer, who smiled and took a bow. Biden added, soon to become Prince, as it was just pointed out to me. So in fact, the singer was a D.C.-based performer named Jerome Powell. There you go, Jerome Powell. Looking back, Biden's joke this week, Powell, now 75, told the Washington Examiner it was just a big mistake because Powell was influenced by the artists such as Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, and Tony Bennett, and it was nothing like Jackson. People know the difference. I mean, Michael Jackson and I were in two entirely different categories. Okay, so this guy's giving us some context. I didn't even read that deep into this story. I was waiting to read it for you. Just because I've been jumping around looking at different stories, but I didn't read. I got to the part where they named him. But this guy gives a little, okay, so back then you would have thought that he would have. So there you go. It is a little bad on Biden because he's just, it's a black guy. He's Michael Jackson. I mean, that is pretty bad. But that guy even tells you, well, Michael Jackson was huge in 85. My name, not so much. He took his art, he was influenced by, he tells you, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Tony Bennett. And that was the kind of music he was singing that night. But Biden just lumps them in with Michael Jackson and Prince. So definitely inappropriate. Shame on you, Lunchbox Joe. was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, and every time I do, I get burned when I try to even think like you guys or come down to your level. So we'll stick with the other narrative, and if I would have been wrong, oh well, we would have stuck with it. Because you guys are wrong every day, and we're more right than wrong. All right, let's put it that way. I'm sure I've been wrong at the end of this whole spiderweb spaghetti plate full of noodles. To be like, well, you were wrong on the one video. It was a sister's mother's brother's sister. And I'll be like, oh, I thought it was a mother's brother's uncle's daughter. Yeah, that fills it all in for me. My bad. But with so much coming out, folks, again, this isn't the most important, just some more. Here you go. Everything was so great and gravy in the 80s that these people just did whatever they wanted. And now, today, it's all Trump and he's bad. We don't got any video proof or real photographic proof. We just tell you because they knew it was all coming out on them slowly but surely. Unbelievable. And that's what we're dealing with in this day and age. Unbelievably. All right, so tomorrow, Tuesday. All right, tonight, again, Patriot panel, 10 p.m. I'll probably get this one done and make a quick little shout-out video of sorts for that panel video. But again, join us tonight, 10 p.m. If you can't catch it on the flip side, it'll be out there. I'll probably put it up to the channel. And other than that, look forward to seeing you guys on the next video later tonight, and if not tomorrow. We'll see you. We'll see you back here real soon. Make sure you are subscribed to the Patriot Hour. We appreciate it. Have a great evening.